Hello, everybody. Fabiola Barinas over here. And today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is social media. Alan and I have been building this business for the past 7 years through this tool. And today my purpose is to share with you guys, take you step by step through the principles that have helped us build our social media presence and by that attract more people into our business. How do we connect and attract more prospects? Show you the process we have to make them our clients, and as well share with you the things that we do to build their interest in becoming our distributors and eventually help them get to supervisors. So, are you guys ready? So let's talk about a little bit about building your page, okay? I know there are different type of pages. You could use your page for just connecting with your team, maybe inspire them, motivate them, but let's assume that everybody connected here wants to actually build a business and attract customers into your Herbalife business through social media, okay? So I want you to think of any conventional business. I want you to think about, let's say you wanna, open a new business. What are the things that come to my mind at least is 3 main things. What do you need? You need a store or location. Number 2, we need a product or a service. And we need to advertise our business, that's the biggest thing as well, into bringing more prospects and clients to your business. So on social media, for example, your store and location is your page, right? So it must be attractive to the eyes. We're talking about Instagram here because it's the tool that actually we utilize to build a business. So in social media, your page is your location. So what do you need? You need to have the best storefront that you can possibly have. And it needs to be attractive to the eye, appealing to the eyes. I want to spend like a few minutes in the little technical aspect of this. Let's talk about your name, I know we do Herbalife. I know we love the 24 fits. I know we love the fits. I know we love different names that maybe, they work. I'm not saying they don't. I just want to let you know that not necessarily you need to call it XY, 24 or Herbalife related. It could be as simple as your name because this is you. You're gonna sell yourself, you're gonna sell your life, who you are. Your profile pictures, that's what I was saying, it has to be appealing to the eye. Try to use the best picture that you could possibly have. Good lighting, clean background, it could be a profile of yourself, good quality picture. Because remember, there's so many pages out there that there has to be something on your page that need to catch the attention of the person that is scrolling through social media. Now, let's talk about your profile. Right? Your bio, what people see when they go to your page. I'm gonna give you a few tips on that. You can take advantage of this part of your Instagram to describe who you are. Maybe to also add what do you offer. That people actually get a glimpse of what they are gonna get from you if they follow you, right? Actually, this is important, very key, where you could put your name, not your Instagram name, but in the bio that you could put your name. That is a searchable tool. For example, when you're searching on social media, instead of having your name, you can put Fabiola healthy lifestyle, because when people are searching, those are searchable words that you might pop up, right? Link your website. Have different sources that people can actually get in contact with you. Email, your phone number, and like I said, you can link your website where they can go and get more information about, what you do. Now, some tips for when you're posting, because we're talking about your store, right? Imagine you're walking to a business and you pass by and you see, the name of the store, the service that they offer, and it looks so nice when you walk in, your storefront. Those are like the first 9 to 12 pictures that people see on your page. Look for the lighting when you're posting your pictures. Natural light, your best friend, okay? And make sure that you're always facing the light and you don't have a light in the back because that will make you look darker, right? If you don't have a lighting, this is just so simple. A lot of people ask us, do you guys have a professional photographer walking around you? I'm like, well, sometimes I have my husband walking around me. So you can get a tripod that they have a lighting, that's amazing. And make sure you clean your lens. I know this is a little techy, but guys, this makes a huge difference when you're taking a picture, because right now, I don't use a professional camera anymore. I've had, okay, if you can, you could. It's not a make it or break it. But with the cameras that the iPhones have right now, you honestly don't need a professional camera to take your pictures, and they will look amazing, okay? As long as you follow just these little principles of the lighting, that cleaning your lens, and making sure that it's not a blurry picture, okay? So quality pictures, not blurry pictures. You can also look around your background, that you have a clean space, that maybe you don't have a broken door behind you, or you don't have like trash around you. And there are so many videos on YouTube and so much information out there that we can learn, because I'm not a professional at this, but it's just like I've been interested enough into just go out of my way, look for information, and learn from a lot of professionals out there that share this information in YouTube, okay? Remember something, and this is key. You have no second chances to first impressions. And if you're gonna utilize this tool as a professional to do this business, well, we need to become professionals at it, right? So we have number 2, which is a product or a service to offer. And of course, in Herbalife, we have a product and a service that we offer, which is our Herbalife products and the coaching. And as well, we offer a business opportunity. So we have a lot of things that we offer. So what is the number 1 way for you to show that we have a product that works and a business that works? By showing results. And let me tell you that in social media, even though you're behind a lens, there's no way to hide it, because there are so many ways right now that you have to do to connect to people, so many things that you have to do to connect to people, that there's no hiding. So number 1, personal results. And this might sound like just your conventional way of doing Herbalife, but this is the reality. You have to have results with the products, and you have to have results with your business, because that's the only way that people are going to actually trust that you're offering something to them that works. You must create that personal connection with your products and with your business. Why are you doing this business? Why do you love this product so much? How do they make you feel? Because all of this that I'm saying is exactly what you're going to be transmitting through your phone to all of your followers, right? I'm gonna give you this example. It's like when you go to the movie theater, sometimes you see a scene from an actress and she's crying and you're like almost yawning, because it's not transmitting something to you. But when you are genuinely in love with the things that you're doing, saying, and utilizing, you're gonna transmit that to your audience, and they're gonna connect to you. Like I said, there's no hiding social media, even though you're not face-to-face with the person. As a matter of fact, it's a little harder to connect, and we all know that. So that's why you have to be the more genuine possible, the more yourself, always being yourself. Because if you don't have results, no excitement, there's no growth, okay? And this actually working on yourself and having results includes personal development, because remember, like in any business, we have bumps in the road. So we need to grow our mindset. We need to work on ourselves. And of course, we're gonna deal with people. So there's so many things that we need to learn, and different personalities that we're gonna be dealing with, that we need to also grow ourselves and our mindset. So that takes me to number 3, which is advertising your business. And this is the most fun part, because this is the part that makes us get out of the way. Like actually get uncomfortable and get creative and get our minds to look for different ideas to advertise our business. And in this case, of course, in Instagram, the easy thing here is that you are your own model. You are your brand. You represent your business. You don't even have to get an outside source per se to actually advertise your business, okay? And Instagram offers us many creative ways of sharing with the world what we do. Number 1, you have, and this is like when Instagram started, it was just the regular picture posting. Now, do not post the same type of picture every single day. For example, I see some people that is just like the same selfie or the same posting only the products. And I'm just being honest and truthful and open to you guys and the way that we operate and the way that I teach my distributors, okay? Because if you do good, I do good, because Herbalife does good. So my intention is to share truthfully how I think and what we know it has worked for us. So number 1, when you take the pictures, we're ready to share some tips of getting the best quality picture possible, but also the Different type of pictures that you can post. Remember that you have your before and after with the results of your products. You can take a selfie, there's no problem. Share your family pictures, a video of your workouts. You can post a picture of your lunch and share the recipe, and focus in the caption. When you're posting a picture, focus in the caption. It's good that we rely sometimes in Pinterest for cute quotes, but it's also good to share from your heart, your story. Where do you come from, to connect to them. Maybe that picture, it's about, for example, I posted something about me and my grandma the other day, and I said why it's so important for me, and the things that I want to do for her, and different things like that. I post pictures with my husband and my kids, my why they move me. I post pictures of my team accomplishments. In the caption, share what moves you, because that's gonna connect and relate to others. And maybe your intention and the impact that you wanna create in the world, maybe that will connect with some of your followers, and then they will wanna join you as well. Number 2, we have the stories. And let me tell you something. If you want, don't post a picture. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just exaggerating here, okay? It's not like you're not gonna post a picture. But right now, stories, if you're not there on your stories, I mean, you're not on social media. And of course, don't quote me for this, but it's like that's how I believe. I feel that brings you closer to your followers, because they're seeing you interacting with them right there and there, like cooking something with them and talking to them. You can actually work out, record your workouts while you're doing it. You can actually make your shakes and your teas, and you are talking about your shake and your tea right there with them. You can simply just sit down and say, hey guys, today I want to talk to you more about me. Some of you guys have been asking me about my journey, about my story, what do I do? And not necessarily your stories are to be selling the whole day, because this is not the purpose. The purpose is to be sharing valuable stuff. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna give you an example. And I'm gonna throw a lot of examples here because I want you to visualize what I mean by the things that I say. For example, in the morning, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, guys, you don't understand. I have such a rough night, which is true. I don't sleep. My kids don't sleep. And it's like, tea is life. We all know that. So what do? I go to my stories, a little presentable, right? Still with my robe. Hey guys, oh my God, this night, the kids woke up like 3 times and I'm making my tea. And it's like, but this tea is life. Oh my God, if you are tired in the morning, you're a mom like me, this is life for you. I know it sounded right now like a little commercial because I have cameras in front of me, but it's like, so you get the point, okay? Also, huge on your stories, we have different tools within the tool. For example, when you're doing your story, make sure that you're utilizing anything that Instagram releases new. For example, you have polls that you could do, questions that you can ask. You could do swipe ups if it allows you to. So make sure you just implement all of these little tools that they release within the different tools that they provide. Number 3, we have IGTVs. Get creative. With the IGTVs, you could make it anything. You can even do like series. Like for example, you're gonna do a series about social media, and your first video of IGTV could be about your profile and bio. Then your second video could be about how to do videos. The third one could be how to do reels. You could do a series of different videos. You could do an IGTV about your story. Remember, guys, when you're telling your story, always use your disclaimers when it's needed. But you could do an inspirational video about an accomplishment that you did as well. Different things that will connect to your audience, your favorite workouts. Another thing is the lives. We have Instagram lives that you can go live and interact with the audience right there and there, open it for questions, share your story as well. You can actually cook live with them, work out live with people. And what you do for the lives, for example, just to give you like a tip, is that when you know you're gonna go live at X time, make sure you promote it. Hey guys, I'm gonna be live to work out. Whoever wants to work out, make sure you connect to my page at this time. And hey guys, I'm gonna be live cooking lunch tomorrow. Make sure you come to my page tomorrow at X time. So you get the most amount of people or the most amount of traffic on your live, because what does is that Instagram will see that you're utilizing all these things and that people are connecting, and then you get more exposure, okay? Number 5 is the last thing that they actually release, which is the Reels, kind of TikTok, but on Instagram. You must be in here. I know it's like, at the beginning to me, this was like Ramadoodles. It was like another language. I was like, this is so hard, but it's like, guess what? We need to be adaptables. We need to adapt. We need to be on the move on everything that it's released now, because if not, it's like, okay, they made The scanner, no, but I still want the mail. You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, I'd rather create this works. Oh, but I'd rather just utilize the old method. No, we need to be advancing with technology. So I was like, okay, I need to figure this out. Implement Reels. You can get ideas of all the people that are out there, and you can get ideas and you just make it Herbalife, okay? So it's not an excuse not to do Reels. And this is a way also to relate to even more people, because sometimes the Reels, they don't have to be funny, but you can add that touch and spark to your page with the Reels and do some things that are funny that people are gonna just even love you even more because you can show your personality and be more you, right? That's some like those three main things that I wanted to share. What I wanna share now, a few key elements, okay? For your Instagram page as well, to continue having that traction and that engagement. And is that share value. Don't look at it that is a sea that you're gonna go fish. You know, look at it that maybe it's a sea, but you're gonna go throw food for the fish, right? Like I said before, the workouts, people are looking for ideas. Just the same way you're looking for ideas to grow your business, people are out there looking for ideas. And let me tell you, I wish people would ask me about Herbalife more than they ask me about my curls, okay? I wish they would ask me more about how to start the products more than they ask me where did I get my clothes. But guess what? I share with them. Why? Because that's a point of conversation as well. I don't know, eventually, I wanna say like a good amount of people, they have just followed me for my family, for my kids, because the curls, because I gave them a tip, because I answered a question about everything and anything that didn't have to do with me selling them something, and eventually they have become my clients. So it's just like focusing on like, okay, what can I give? What is the value that I can give to others? And then eventually that will maybe come back to me, right? Be interactive. This is crucial because social media is about that, being social in that medium, okay? So it's about liking the likes that people give you. Like when you post a picture, people are gonna comment on your picture. Make sure you're replying back to those comments and not only just a little like or just a little emoji. Actually interact and engage. Make sure that in a timely manner, you get back to your DMs, because that will keep your page active, okay? So speaking of active too, is every post or you being on your stories or you posting a video or doing anything that has to do with that means that your business is open. You must be active in the tool to actually have your business open. And the most important thing here is be consistent with your posting, but as well with your behavior. Because sometimes we wanna try this and we think about like, oh, you know, I just post a picture and I wait. You know, there's so many more things that go behind it, not just posting a picture, that it takes us off our attitude and our character. And we get desperate, and then we're the happiest Herbalife distributor in social media, and then the next day is that you're miserable, and the next day you're posting your healthy meals, and the next day you're just posting cheat meals. And it's like, there's no a consistent behavior, because remember, it takes time for your followers. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. They don't know if you're gonna do something good or bad. They just don't know. So it takes a little bit of time for them to actually trust you and contact you and fall in love with your story and fall in love with you, how you are and who you are. So we need to be patient and consistent with that. And the biggest thing for me is being motivational and inspirational. We're here. And to me, our purpose as an Herbalife distributor is to inspire and motivate others to live a healthier lifestyle. People need to see that you're a person that is there to motivate others to live a better life. And that's why it's key for you to be personal in your page. I know it's sometimes a little hard to break that ice to, oh my God, I'm not gonna be posting things about my kids. I don't wanna expose my family. I know there are many things there, but you must be personal. People need to know you. Be yourself, be genuine, connect. And it does not matter where you are at right now. That's the beauty of this tool. Like if you scroll down to my Instagram page, you're gonna see our whole story evolving from where we were to where we are right now. And that's the pretty thing about it, because you're showing them your growth. You're showing them how your life evolves and how you grow in the business. So make sure you're genuine and that you're relatable and you continue connecting with people, okay? It's not like fake it until you make it, that you're gonna fake a lifestyle that you don't have. No, you just simply be you and share where you are and share with others openly where you're going and why you wanna get there. And that actually inspires others and motivates others to continue following you, right? And huge, guys. Do not spam. Well, number one is against the rules, but number two is very, very unattractive, okay? Just make sure you do your diligence and you do the job that you need to do and the work that you need to put in for you to create your presence by being consistent in your posting and in your theme of your page to gain the trust of your followers instead of just like spamming others because it's not attractive. Maybe that person is not ready and you're just gonna gain an unfollow instead of a follower. I better have, like, you wanna pass out a flyer? How do you pass a good flyer in another tool? You ask permission. You give the flyer, you create conversation. So maybe you follow people from your own niche. For example, I'm a mom of two, I'm a mom of boys, I'm a wife. I could follow people from the same niche and then I can comment. I can say, oh my God, those are beautiful shoes. They're the same thing that they do to me. I do the same thing. It's like, oh my God, I love your kids' shoes. Where do you get them? What brand are they? And I start a conversation. So that person doesn't know me, but I left a comment and they comment back. That will get their attention to go and click who I am and go to my page. Probably she's gonna follow me as well. I could go and DM and say, hey, by the way, I noticed that you posted this on your stories. You don't mind sharing with me how this and that, or what do you think about it? If that person connects back to you and start following you, that's an amazing contact that you did. But we don't have to go there and like trying to go the easy route, which at the end ends up being the hard route, is spamming because it's not attractive. We just mess it up for all of us in the marketplace, right? And like any other tool, I just wanna say that there's no secret. It's just a lot of hard work and structure. And mind you, remember, since this is not the conventional way, well, not anymore, but you know what I mean. It's not a traditional way of a natural way, like many call it, of doing Herbalife. Social media is like 24/7 type of thing. I know, this is not like you open and close. It's like even your clients are expecting you to be on your phone because most people right now are on their phone. So it's a little hard because it's like I'm open since I open my eyes until I close my eyes. That's a little detail to consider, and that it just take consistent hard work, and be on your tool and making sure that you're making this thing work, okay? So let's talk about prospects, because there's so many parts to social media that we can be here for 3 hours, but I wanted to condense what in my mind, it's like the most important things of social media. I want you to understand that all of your followers are potential clients, okay? Or potential distributors. Who knows? Because somebody can start just right away because they're interested in the business, depending on, what you do with your posting. Each post, each new follower is a new flyer that you gave. The more followers you have, the more potential clients that you have, the more potential distributors that you have. Okay, so we have to make sure that we continue growing our page. There are many ways to grow your page, but the biggest that I can tell you is, of course, you can follow other pages, but it's the engagement part. Because people can follow you, but if there's not an engagement and a back and forth conversation, there's a connection that you also comment, that you like, that you can also work with other pages and do a shout out and you guys, do all those things. There are different ways of growing your page, but the most important thing is being consistent with the work that you have to do, okay? And promoting, okay? Also, you can have 1 million followers, and if you don't have a structure or what you do with a prospect or what you do with the clients, it's pointless. So it's like, when you actually do get a prospect, okay, how do you have them organized? How many points of contacts you have to close a sale? I'm gonna give you an example, and let me tell you, if you do social media, whatever works for you is perfect, just continue doing what you're doing. For me, if a prospect contact me through DM and didn't go to my website to send me an email, I'm going to continue talking to that person through wherever they contact me because that's where they feel comfortable talking to me. And I'm gonna try to close the sale right there and there. I'm not gonna tell them, text me, email me, because then I might just die out the conversation. It's that you have to get them in the spot. How many sources do you have of contact? That's why I ask, okay? How do you organize them? Because you know that we need to follow up with them as well. We don't only follow up with clients, we follow up with leads. And I know in social media it could be a little like, oh my God, I lost them because of the messaging, the direct messaging. You lose the ones. There is a part in social media where you can flag your contacts. Or sometimes if you have, depending on what type of page you have, they have a creator's page or a business page, you can also put your contacts in general or primary. messages. For those of you that have it like that, you guys know what I'm talking about. But generally speaking, you can either flag the people that have contacted you because they're interested, or what I personally do because of the amount of messages, I use my agenda. In this case, my agenda is digital as well. I use Google Calendars. And what I do is that I copy the link of the page, I put it in my agenda on Friday because they told me to follow up on Friday. And on Friday, I'm gonna click on the link and it's gonna take me straight to the page. And then I'm gonna say, hey, Maria, how are you? You told me to follow up with you today. Are we ready to get started? Right? So it's like, make sure you are organizing and saving, or you can even in your notes, you just save the Instagram name, but you have to make sure that you're following with your prospects, okay? So let's say you have your client. What is your flow? What is the flow that you have when you finally have that prospect and you turn it into a client? By the way, parenthesis, I follow up weekly with my leads, okay? Wanted to mention that. With the clients, it's the regular follow-up. Is it day 1, 3, 7, 14, 21, 27 day is the same structure that I follow, and I also use my agenda for that. I wanna make sure that all my clients are being followed up on a weekly basis for their first month, and then every single one of my clients, they get a personal message, and you guys know we also use our chats. Now, when someone contacts you that they're interested in getting started, I personally keep it super simple. I use pretty much the same answers and the same messages, and you must just simply ask the correct questions. And I always gonna say the same thing. I wanna give you a perfect scenario example of a conversation that I have so you guys can see that it's just super simple how we actually answer to social media. Hey, Fabiola, I'm interested, I wanna lose weight, I've been following you, I wanna lose weight. Perfect, thank you for following me, oh my God, I'll be more than happy to help you. I'm gonna put you in the same program that I used to lose the 35 pounds I lost with my pregnancy. I'm gonna also help you with a meal plan, put you in my motivational chat, and give you my 24/7 coaching and be there with you all the way. If you are ready, I can get you started right away. Yes or no? And then I take it from there, right? That's it. I didn't say anything extra that she didn't ask me. If she asked me about other things, but I specifically answer those questions. But if not, I just go straight into sell them the program that I would recommend to that specific potential, okay? So let's talk about that structure. That takes me to the same flow. That's the structure that I have with my potential. And once I have my clients, I also have my structure and my flow. Also, you need to have a structure for your posting. Let's say you wanna create this. Number one, I'm gonna give you an example of how we structure our posting. We have HOMs on Tuesdays and HOMs on Thursdays in our organization. I make sure on Mondays, I'm sharing clients' results and clients' feedback on my stories so they can get interested and I can get conversations, and maybe somebody's not ready, like for example, the conversation I just give you the example, I tell them, okay, will you mind connecting tomorrow to a call so you can hear more testimonies about the products and maybe you can make a decision. I also make sure that on Tuesday morning, I wake up sharing my distributors' feedback so I can promote the business and invite them to the HOM. So everything, even though you see social media people posting, is not only about the picture, it's always about the intention. There has to be an intention of everything that you post and everything that you do that will lead you to an invitation, and that invitation will lead you to a presentation. Because right here, the focus is not how many likes and comments you're getting. Your focus and your numbers must be gauged into how many leads, how many clients or distributors I'm getting at the end of the day, because that's what's important. It's not the amount of likes, it's the amount of new clients or leads, right? Because those leads eventually, remember, those are temporary, right? So having a structure is crucial. We also do body transformational challenge. We just did this one at the beginning of the year for New Year's, New Year, new me, new body. We do one at like a halfway the year. We also do coaches challenges, and we promote them in social media as well, so people see that we have a community of coaches and distributors that they also do the business and they get amazing results. And also we do promotion for awakening the interest of the followers of joining us too. So that's part of kind of the structure that we do. Even though we do social media, we implement all of these different things to spark the interest of our following. Then the structure of your business is like knowing what to do with a client, a distributor, is the other side of the structure. And this is key, okay? For this, we mainly use two apps. So we use Telegram to keep our clients engaged. We have the chats there. We also have the chats for distributors. And we use Zoom to do our meetings and distributor trainings that we have every week. And I know right now everybody, is using Zoom because of course we're living in a virtual world, but this is for us how we built our business for the past 7 years. So it's crucial that you have a clear business flow, because remember, the intention, it's always to maybe potentially make that client your distributor, okay? Or, that they know what to do once they decide to be a distributor, because everything that you do with your client, the same flow that you have since they contacted you to make them your clients, to add them to the chat, to teach them how to drink the products, it's the same thing that they would do if they eventually become a distributor under you. So you need to have a very clear, smooth business flow, because without knowing, you're also teaching, because they're just gonna duplicate what you did with them as well, right? So let me just talk to you a little bit about our chat structure. We have our clients chat. We also have distributors chat. We have our supervisors chat, which is in this chat is all of the president's team that under Alan and I. We have all of our supervisors there. And then, now eventually when the business grew, we now have a top team chat with all the get teams and up, and we have our president's team chat. And those last chat that I mentioned, the top team and the president's team, are mostly to be on the same page with the leadership, to make sure we're on the same page, because the top teams lead our HOMs, our two HOMs who have English and Spanish. And us, the president's team, we get together and we actually are the ones doing the meeting for the whole organization. So we divided the workload into the top teams and the president's team. Shout out to all my top teams, by the way. They're amazing. We make sure that we are unified and we're sharing the same message with everybody. But the most beautiful thing, actually, about the chats, guys, is the cross-coaching. And it's the exposure that my distributors and supervisors have with other stories from, my other president's team distributors and supervisors. So that cross-coaching and that relationship that is built through the chats is like when they see each other in person, it's like if they knew everyone forever. Also, we have the Herbalife structure. And since we started, we've been like so about the events. Plug people in. Connect people with other distributors. We have an amazing structure that the company provides us. As well, we have our own structure. We have our weekly structure in our organization. We have our Monday distributor trainings in English, Wednesday distributor trainings in Spanish, both HOMs, English and Spanish. But we also are very, very, very into our Herbalife structure, plugging people into our STSs, LDWs, extravaganzas. Extravaganza, to me, that's the event that made it for me. It's like I was exposed to thousands of distributors and different stories of people that it just opened my mind and made me realize how big we are as a company, how big our impact and our purpose in the world is. Literally, mind you, just a side note, I didn't want to do this business. I was the one hesitant to start because I was so focused in my career. But when I went to that event, I was like, oh my God, we're more than just a shake and a tea. It's beyond what we can comprehend. And that's the exposure that I want to get to my distributor, by the way, which imagine the company does top of the line trainings. I want my people to be surrounded to other people so they can connect, plug, and actually feel a part of something. You hear other stories. You get more confidence because you hear the CEO. You learn from the doctors that when they go on stage, from the corporate people, and the passion that the corporate staff itself has. That to me is like, wow. And I want my distributors to be a part of all of that. So plug your distributors into your structure and as well into the company's structure, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that everything that you do with them, they understand that they need to learn it for them to teach it and follow the same process and teach others, okay? Another topic that I want to talk about, and this is crucial because sometimes because we're behind on the phone, we're like, oh, nobody's going to know. Nobody's watching. They're not going to know. Ethics, guys. To me, this is so important, okay? Why? Like I said before, I'm driven by the if you say the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. I love to sleep at peace at night. I love to feel proud of anything I do and I build. That's why it's very important build on foundation. And I want to start by one side of the ethics coin, which is, where is your work ethic? How does your work ethic look like? Okay, it's not only about do what's right. We're gonna get there now. But it's like, as a distributor, as an independent Herbalife distributor, how your work ethic it is at this point. Are you doing the things when you want to or when you feel like it, or you're doing and committed enough to do the things when you need to do them? Because one time, like Alan always say, is that you need to do the things that you need to do when you need to do them. So then eventually you could do the things that you want to do when you want to do them, right? So that's why our work ethic needs to be second to none, okay? It's like, I work for Unstoppable Fit Couple. And whatever happens, could happen, and Fabiola Barinas needs to wake up with her best self and best face and clucking for Unstoppable Fit Couple, because if not, Unstoppable Fit Couple won't pay her at the end of the month. And this might sound funny, but it's just like sometimes, because we're independent distributor, we have our own business, we just snooze. We just say, I'll do it later. No, employ yourself. Make sure you're working as hard for you as you are working for somebody else. And sometimes we just get confused that we have, time freedom. No, guys, we don't have time freedom. We have time flexibility because you have your own business. So make sure your work ethic is, like I said, top notch. Now, let's talk about the other side of the coin, ethics, asking the right questions. Okay, I personally want to go on stage, get recognized, and have everybody, all my peers, all my friends from Herbalife to feel happy for me, to feel as or more happy for me that I feel for myself. I want them to save a seat for me next to them. I want them to applaud for me. And that happens when you build a business based on doing the right things. And this is just simple. Do not do to others what you don't want others to do to yourself. Make sure that you ask yourself, how does it feel what I'm about to do? Right? Because let me tell you, your reputation takes a lot of hard work to build. And it just takes one little hiccup to destroy. So how does it feel every time you're going to make a decision, okay, especially when nobody's looking? How does it feel, the decision that I'm about to make? Am I protecting the Herbalife business? Am I being a follower of the rules? Am I actually respecting the company's values and what we stand for as a company, as a distributors? How do I feel about what I'm about to do if somebody does it to me? Those are key questions that if you ask yourself that every time you are about to do something that you know is not right, will give you the answer. And guys, final tips as I wrap up this section. I just want to say that the best tool in Herbalife, honestly, is the one that you like, is the one that you enjoy. The best plan in Herbalife is the one that works for you. You just need to add numbers to it. Everything works if you work, if you focus, if you comply, if you do the things that you need to be doing. Don't, by the way, do not change anything that is working, like I said before. Don't stop doing what you're doing right now that is working. Always implement, okay? Engage the numbers if it's giving you results. Always. Do not change things around because, for example, when we started 7 years ago, we started with our nutrition club and we were doing 24 fit challenges. The skin line came out around and I was doing spa parties. We did our fit camps. We were doing all type of things from the menu, and we were also doing social media. We were doing it all. And then when one thing started working more than others, so we started paying more attention and putting more energy into it, but not the other way around, because maybe then, business is gonna be like this. Overall, guys, be consistent. And like I said earlier here before getting here, I want it to be fun. If it's not fun, I do not want it, okay? So guys, I hope you guys got something out of this section. I wish you much success and have fun. I love you all.